Today, let's discuss a very important topic, and that is how to choose the right auto insurance policy for you. Choosing the right auto insurance policy goes beyond fulfilling legal obligations. It's about securing coverage that aligns with your unique driving experiences. The vast array of options may seem like navigating a maze, but fear not. Consider this your roadmap to crafting the perfect policy for your individual needs. First, you must understand your driving needs. Embarking on the journey of selecting an auto insurance policy begins with a thoughtful examination of your driving habits. How frequently do you find yourself behind the wheel? If your daily commute or frequent road trips are a norm, comprehensive coverage might be the right fit. Consider the value of your vehicle. New or high value cars may warrant more extensive coverage, while older vehicles may require a more modest approach. Assess your risk tolerance. Understanding how much financial risk you're willing to assume will influence decisions like deductible amounts. Now let's delve into the various types of coverage that together form a comprehensive auto insurance policy. Liability coverage forms the bedrock of any policy, shouldering the costs if you're at fault in an accident. This includes bodily injury and property damage liability. Collision coverage directs its focus towards your vehicle, covering repair or replacement costs after a collision regardless of fault. Comprehensive coverage acts as a shield against non-collision incidents such as theft, vandalism, or natural disaster, and uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage becomes crucial when the other party lacks sufficient or any insurance. And unfortunately, this type of insurance has become more and more necessary these days, as it seems like far too many people are out there either uninsured or underinsured. Beyond the basics, we must look beyond the essentials here. There are additional coverage options designed to cater to specific lifestyle preferences. For instance, medical payments coverage takes care of medical expenses for you and your passengers regardless of fault. You also have personal injury protection, or PIP, which is a comprehensive option covering medical bills, lost wages, and even funeral costs. So if you're living more paycheck to paycheck or you don't have significant savings, you probably want to take a closer look at your personal injury protection. You also have rental reimbursement coverage, which steps in to cover the expense of renting a vehicle when yours is under repair. And let me tell you, renting a vehicle these days has only gone up. And interestingly enough, it's also getting a lot harder to get parts to fix and repair your car. It seems like there are plenty of delays, especially from manufacturers or even at the repair shops, that are making the rental reimbursement coverage even more important. So make sure you take a really in-depth focused look at this part of your coverage and whether or not you're going to need it. Because if you got to get to a job every day and it takes 3 months to fix your car, well, you don't want to be stuck with coverage that caps out or only lasts a couple weeks. You want to have some coverage that will last the whole time, right? Next, you also must address financed or leased vehicles if this is what you do for your lifestyle. For those with financed or leased vehicles, specialized coverage options are essential, right? Gap insurance provides crucial coverage for you for leased or financed cars, covering the difference between what you owe and the car's value if it's declared a total loss. Now, that can be a bit confusing, but let's just say the moment you drive your car off a lot, it starts losing value. And sometimes, if you have lost so much value that you are on the hook for a larger loan than what the value of the vehicle is, then you're going to be stuck with that extra cash or that extra lost cash. So that's where gap insurance comes into play. Basically, lease loan payoff settles the outstanding balance of your lease or your loan if your car is deemed a total loss. Now, you must sit there and tailor your policy. Customizing your policy to align to your unique circumstances is paramount, right? You have to evaluate your risk tolerance by adjusting your coverage based on your comfort with assuming financial risk. Are you going to change your deductibles? Do you want to change max payouts? Things along those lines. This all plays into your risk tolerance. Consider also your vehicle's value. Tailoring your coverage based on whether you own a newer or higher value car or maybe something that has been around for a while. If you consider that value, you can tailor your costs associated with your insurance policy to fit that model. You also have to assess those driving habits. If you are out on the road all the time, well, you might need more robust coverage or pay-as-you-go options to better suit your lifestyle if you're, a little more laissez-faire, right? If you're a little more casual in your driving experiences. You also should consider seeking expert advice. Basically, navigating the intricacies of insurance becomes more manageable with a professional guide. You should consult an agent who can personalize your advice and consider your unique needs and circumstances. They'll also help you with regular policy reviews and help ensure that your coverage adapts to the evolving chapters of your life. Are you under more financial burden one year or the other? Well, you might need to adjust your insurance coverage to handle that. And also, an insurance agent can also help you to bundle and save by considering combining auto insurances with home policies and things along those lines. You can potentially unlock some discounts, and that is where your agent would come into play. They could certainly help you to balance those options. These are costs that you're probably going to have regardless, and if you can bundle them and save a few bucks, then why not? Also, make sure that you are exploring various quotes. It's a crucial step in finding the right auto insurance policy. When you shop around, you have to understand that insurance is highly, highly competitive, which means if you just stick with your old insurance policy because you've had it for the past 5 years, you're probably missing out on some money savings, especially when you consider you're probably going to get the same exact coverage, or at least you get very close to what you have if by just searching around. You also have to make sure that this coverage would suit your needs and your budget, and there are discounts and specialty programs that may be available. You've got to inquire about these, especially with your agent, and they might have things such as safe driver, multi-policy, or even good student discounts. So when you're crafting your ideal policy, selecting the right auto insurance policy is akin to tailoring a bespoke suit that perfectly fits your measurements. Consider your driving habits, your financial situation, and the value of your car in crafting a policy that aligns with your unique needs. Also, don't be afraid to ask questions and seek professional advice from insurance agents to ensure that your policy is tailored to your preferences. Regularly review your policy. We've said it before, I will say it again, especially after significant life changes. It's a guarantee that you can help to meet your policy needs and the evolving natures of life if you regularly review your policy. Balancing affordability with adequate coverage is also key. The cheapest policy might not always be the best fit for your individual requirements. By navigating through the maze of options, assessing your needs, and seeking expert guidance, you'll be on the path to securing an insurance policy for that automobile, the thing that you spend so much money getting your hands on, the thing that you rely upon getting to and from work, to the grocery store, everywhere. You'll be on that path towards securing an auto insurance policy that not only meets legal requirements, but also provides comprehensive protection for your unique journey on the road. Drive safe and make sure you drive covered.